Welcome to another Fox 411 and Kiss Country Neighborhood News. We are your hosts here, Harry O and Jay Brooks here, and we've got a couple of other hosts that you may or may not know. One's in radio, the other one is over the road, right? Yeah, that's right. It's Chris Mad Dog Madsen. You might know him over there in Britt, and also Mark Scar, who does mornings over at KIOW, one of our sister stations here.
Hey, Harry, I do radio too.
Oh, you do radio?
Yeah, I do the Riding Dirty Race Show with AJ Taylor and Brad Hiscox.
Oh, yeah, because you know a lot about racing.
During race season, so
that's right.
We'll throw out there.
You guys are here for, well, the Brothers at Heart benefit that's happening on November 9th. It's going to be at Matt's Place in Garner. And you guys doing okay?
Yeah.
Because this is about raising money for you guys of all the medical expenses I'm sure that you guys have incurred here through you both have different stories here. Mark, could you be so kind to tell us what's all happened in your life, I guess?
Since March of 2021, I was diagnosed with something called hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy. So that's a long word. But what it does is it causes the heart muscle wall to thicken and stiffen. That makes it harder for the heart to fill with blood. And when HCM causes the heart muscle to get so thick it blocks or reduces blood flow from the heart to the rest of the body, it's called obstructive HCM. It's also referred to as I mentioned, hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy. So it makes it difficult for the heart muscle to relax. So the heart has to work a lot harder and use more energy. Symptoms can increase physical exertion and worsen with time. So shortness of breath, sometimes chest pain and fainting, heart palpitations, fatigue, swelling in the legs and feet, and abnormal heart rhythms. I've had some of that, not all of that, thankfully. So, about a year and a half ago, there's a new drug you may have seen commercials for it called Camzyos. It's a myosin inhibitor. So what it does is it gives you a protein to help your heart muscle contract or squeeze and hopefully lessens the symptoms I mentioned. So on top of that, I've been dealing with that for probably 3.5 years. In June, I had gallbladder surgery in Iowa City. I was in the hospital for 6 days. That was a separate ordeal. But Chris has a similar story about his gallbladder from earlier this year. So Chris can tell you about that.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris, and tell us a little bit about what you've got going on.
Yeah, like Mark said, in February, I had emergency gallbladder surgery. And after that, my primary doctor back in Britt, Dr. Kelly Christensen, said, since your deductible's been met, you should probably do a colonoscopy. And I kind of like shrugged that. I've always thought about it. Yeah, I probably should, but I'm in no hurry. And she goes, well, now's probably be a good time. So I thought, well, what the heck, let's do it, get it over with. Well, so I went in and they found 3 polyps, which one was cancerous. So then they scheduled me for another colonoscopy over Mason for the doctor that was going to do the surgery. He wanted to get a better look at it. Well, when he went in there, he found a few more polyps. Don't know if any were cancerous, but he just felt like since there's more polyps that, in a roundabout way, they decided that they're going to remove part of my colon. So I had about what was supposed to be 6 inches. I had about 12 foot taken out, or 12 inches taken out.
12 foot? Holy
8 foot. 8 foot. I meant to 8 foot. My bad.
Man.
But yeah, 12 inches taken out. They did a biopsy on it, or whatever you want to call it, autopsy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, biopsy.
And it came out that there was some cells in there that could develop into cancer.
Sure.
It wasn't cancer, but could develop. And they decided that chemo would be good. So I'm on a 12-week chemo, I should say 6-month chemo, 12 treatments every 2 weeks over in Mason.
So you pretty much took care of it early, right? I mean, before.
Like I said, thanks to my local doctor for talking me into it. Otherwise, I probably would have put it off and stuff. But
right,
yeah. So,
yeah, because I know Chris for a
Timing.
while.
Yeah.
Timing would be great.
Yeah.
We're all getting older, guys. That's the
I
thing.
know.
You know,
That's
things
people
start
don't
happening.
think about that. You know, it's like sure other people get older, but we're not. But
Yeah.
Right.
it's our physical body thing is showing us that we are getting old. So
Mhm.
need to accept it.
Has it slowed you down much at all, Chris?
No, not really.
No.
No.
I can tell. I can tell.
The chemo treatments, there's a thing where I've gone in here the last couple times and they do a blood test before I can get a chemo treatment to make sure everything's good.
Mhm.
Well, liver enzymes have been high, so I can't do a treatment. So I've had to reschedule a couple times. So that bumps it back further for
Mhm.
my last treatment date, which falls on the day that I'm supposed to come back from Cancun. We'd already planned a trip. We'd already planned a trip with my family and stuff as a kind of a celebration for this when I get done with treatment.
Sure.
Now it's bumping it back. And I told the doctors over at Mercy, I go, I am going to Cancun. I don't care if I have to miss a chemo treatment or whatever.
That might be the treatment right there that you need. Just to do that.
And the funny thing is that my gallbladder surgery was 2 days before I was supposed to go to Jamaica.
Oh,
So I wasn't too excited about that. And they had to by ambulance take me down to Des Moines because that's the only place they could find that could do the surgery right away. And I told every nurse and every doctor that come in my room that day, you know, in 2 days I'm supposed to be going to Jamaica.
right.
Oh, sorry to hear that. And then the doctor goes, well, we'll see if we can't make that work. And he got me all excited. Well, then the next day he comes in and goes, no, it ain't going to work.
Mark, what were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to say what Chris just said.
Oh, you did. Okay. Okay. So, Mark, on your condition, did you have what happened that caused all this stuff to be, or what you found out that was wrong with you?
I had some kind of burning in the middle of my back, and so it wasn't going away. And so I went to the ER at Mercy there in Mason City and got the diagnosis. I should also say about HCM, a lot of times it's hereditary. I found out after my mother passed 6 or 9 months ago that mom got diagnosed with HCM late. It turns out that that's where it came from. This hits about 1 in every 250 to 300 people. So it's kind of rare, but kind of not.
Right. All right. Well, you guys have chalked up obviously a lot of bills here this year, and that's why we're having the benefit here for you at Matt's Place in Garner, and they've gone all out to help you guys have a benefit that hopefully, are you both going to be there? Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't miss it for the world because my brothers in Rock, Amber Wave are going to be there. So
Amber Wave. All
that's
right.
You know,
Got to hear that one night. Yeah.
and there's a big history between Mark and Chris both going back. I mean, Mark, you used to, I don't know if people know this or not, you used to sing a little bit too, didn't you? Or tried to?
Oh yeah, I was in 3 or 4 different bands over the years, and
Well, you even recently tried to, didn't you get back together or something for a couple gigs or?
yeah, I got together for a couple songs with some buddies of mine that were in Machine Gun Kelly. It was earlier this year, but every now and again there's a cameo, and I wouldn't be surprised to perhaps croon a number or two Saturday night. We'll see what happens.
Well, and Chris, I remember him always running around at the Amber Wave shows. What you sound lights? He helped out with all that stuff too, didn't you?
I
He
was
was a
I
roadie.
was the director.
Yeah, light director. That's right.
That's just so they could get him in for free.
Yeah. So, hey,
Whatever it takes.
tell us about what's going to happen on November 9th then, kind of in a short order or whatever, how long, what times it start, that kind of thing. Mark, you want to do that? Or?
I believe it's going to be an all-day thing. Mark,
Go
go ahead,
all
tell
day
me.
long. There's a
Okay.
silent and live auction. I mean, we didn't help do this. It was the idea of friends of ours, and God
Sure.
bless them because
Big shout out to Tammy Lennox, Brad Hiscox, Cindy Wookie Harms, Pat Whalen, Brad Hiscox. Did I already mention him? Or
Yeah.
Sandra Sankey Lampy. I'm probably forgetting some people, but I've been getting
Tammy
texts from
Lennox.
them asking if I need anything, what they can do, and all that stuff. And they, especially Tammy, she does this all the time and does a great job of putting stuff together for people.
She's got a kind heart. Yeah. She does a lot of benefits and stuff at Matt's
So,
Place.
yeah, the last time Amber Wave got together was for her benefit. when she had
Right.
to have a
I remember that.
legend and stuff. And so, yeah.
So there's an all-day bake sale going on,
Yeah.
and until it's gone, I don't know what time do they
Tomorrow.
open. By the way,
I want to say it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. They're going to start with that stuff, and stuff's going to start rolling in already Thursday. It's my understanding, and then
okay,
Yeah.
the band will play at 8 o'clock, I think, 8 p.m. And
Okay.
there's like a
Mhm.
silent live auction in the middle of all that, and
sure,
so a
sure.
lot of stuff going on. It's going to be, from what I've been told, our buddy Mike is bringing a guitar in for an auction. I think there's a grill that's being auctioned off. I don't even.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the
Muskie.
list.
Thank you, Muskie.
Yeah,
Don't mean to
McCluskey.
throw names in there if it's not legal to help with their advertising or whatever you want to call it,
You-
but they're a big sponsor of you guys' show, so I'm sure that's
Yeah.
no big deal.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Gift So Sweet put some really cool T-shirts and hoodies
Oh,
together for us.
those are the best. Thank you, Val Burgart and Quail and the group at Gift So Sweet for
Yeah.
those.
Yeah,
I don't
they're
know if
all.
you've seen any of those pictures of that, Jay or Hario.
Pictures of the shirts? No, I haven't seen those.
I haven't seen the shirts. No.
And unfortunately, they're just doing a limited time, so you had to order them by a certain date. 'Cause that
Oh.
Pre-order.
it never fails. It never fails. Like the day after, somebody goes, "Hey, how can I get a hold of one of them shirts?" I go, "Oh my gosh, didn't you read? You're supposed to get by midnight that night. Why are you asking me the next day?" I'm sorry out there if you're watching who the people are, but come on.
Yeah. You know, I just was thinking about how, in a weird kind of way, this is cool that we can help you both, at this, because you guys have known each other for so long. All of your friends and
Yeah.
family that gets involved with this, they've all known you for so long, and I mean, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that both of you have been through some suffering here, but to do this in a joint effort, again, brothers at heart. I mean, how cool is that? That's pretty.
Yeah,
They've known each other 45 years.
Yeah.
at least,
Wow.
at least
19.
quite a long time.
1979?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
wow.
probably before that, but I mean, when we started hanging out together. Do you want to tell a story about the Kiss concert we put on in the basement of your house?
Oh, how old were you then?
I was probably like 14 or 15.
I think
Yeah.
I was 12. I was Gene. Chris,
Yeah.
you were Paul.
I think, yeah, because me and Mike was the other guitar player. We were arguing about who gets to be the guitar player or the singer.
Yeah.
And I said to Mike, I go, well, on the, what song, Kiss song is it? Where he goes, ow! I go, whoever
There's a
wants to
few
do
of
that,
those.
has to be that guy. Huh? What's that?
There's a few of those. I think.
Oh, I know, but that song, I'm trying to play it in my head. But anyway, we decided that whoever wanted to be that guy that gets to do that part of the song
Yeah.
has to be that character. Can't be both. So
I think
And
I
then
was
my-
12. I think I was 12, and me and my buddies had tennis rackets for guitars. I think
we made them out of cardboard.
badminton. They were badminton.
Oh yeah. I just remember we're out in his mom and dad's garage, and there's some cardboard there, and we cardboard cut out
Sure.
and stapled it to this piece of wood or whatever for our guitars.
Yep.
And some neighbor kid that we just brought in to pretend to play drums, and we didn't have a drum kit or anything, so we just took a kitchen table that was back in the corner of the basement, and took another big refrigerator cardboard box and drew like the cat emblems like Peter Criss had for his drum riser. Just
Right.
put that, just take his hands and pretend like he's beating on a drum set or whatever.
Look how creative we were back in the day.
Oh,
We didn't
yeah.
have internet or
Look how we
phones.
ended up.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part. We don't have any pictures or anything.
I
Just before
know.
video, but nobody took any pictures of us. We didn't even think about having pictures taken of us.
Shots, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's funny at
No
weddings.
proof, but our own memories.
At weddings nowadays, the last year or so, I think now Polaroids have come back. That's a new thing now again.
Oh yeah.
Where, yeah, little tiny Polaroids. It's pretty cool. But hey,
So the-
Chris, other than the electric guitar that's going to be up for auction, is it probably the live auction? Maybe. Do you guys know of anything else of the big stuff that might be there?
I have
Oh,
no-
no, till you get
I
there.
guess-
Okay,
I guess they're getting together Thursday to bring all the stuff in and set everything up, from what I've
sure.
understood.
All right.
Yeah, taco bar, nacho bar is 4 o'clock until it's gone, and then the live
That
auction.
sounds so
Yeah, that silent auction all day. So if you go in there for lunch or breakfast or whatever at Matt's place, you can probably look through that and write your name down. That goes
like put a bid down and come back later and see if somebody outbid you and outbid them.
right, exactly. That goes till 6 o'clock, and then
Yep.
and then Amber Wave hits the stage and at 8 o'clock. So
Okay.
so the members of who you got Mark Gertie.
Mark Jurdy,
Jurdy, yeah.
Jeff
I was,
Alka, Dwight
I was-
Klein.
yeah, Dwight and Jeff still.
Unfortunately, Tom passed away a few years back, so
Yeah.
now they have Mark Timmerman on guitar, and Mark is
Okay.
a heck of a guitar player too.
Yeah.
Fills in
Yeah.
perfectly with the guy. So
Funny, 'cause Mark and I were neighbors when we were little kids.
Jurdy?
And no, Mark Timmerman,
Oh,
Timmerman.
he graduated a few years after us. And you might remember Nate and the Moonlighters.
I just mentioned that. Yeah, he was a
Mark,
guitar player
Mark
for Nate and the
Timmerman was
Moonlighters.
Nate and the Moonlighters.
Mm-hmm.
ah,
Really good
Him
guitar
and
player,
Jeff-
really good drummer too.
Yeah.
Him and Jeff have a band together now called Above Ground Pool Party. And they play at Matt's every around during holiday times.
Oh, nice.
sure.
Nice.
But but are they all together? They're spread out like Jeff's down in what is he down in Des Moines or Ankeny or somewhere?
Jeff's in Des Moines, Dwight's in Texas. Mark Timmerman just got a new job. He's like a superintendent or whatever at school. He was in Indianola, but I don't know where he's or by Dubuque, I
I
think.
think he's
or
in
something.
Eastern Iowa now.
What's that?
I think he's in Eastern Iowa now somewhere.
Yeah, I think around Dubuque or something.
Then he had Dirty.
Mark Jurdy's in Britt.
Yeah, he's still
Yep,
there.
Mark-
Yeah.
Yep.
I like to call it like Dirty Gertie. That's why the Gertie instead of Jurdy. It goes better.
Isn't that what the Justin Jefferson dance is in the end zone?
The
Oh,
Gritty.
that's the gritty.
Gertie.
The gritty. Yeah.
Not the gritty.
Gertie.
The Dirty Gertie.
Mark, are we? I would think that they would ask you to come up and sing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that will happen. By the way, the song in question that Chris was talking about was from Rock and Roll Over, a song called Mr. Speed.
Mr. Speed.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, what would we do? Was it Kiss Alive or Kiss Alive 2 that we played to?
It was Rock and Roll
Two.
Over. It was Mr. Speed.
So here's the funny part. It was just before 4th of July. So the local Ben Franklin had fireworks for sale. You know, back then it was like little sparklers and smoke bombs.
Yeah,
So we took our allowance and went up there and bought a few smoke bombs and sparklers and lit them all off in the basement. So that whole basement was just nothing. We couldn't even see your hand in front of your face. It got so smoky in there. And we're yelling at everybody, get out, because we charged all the neighbor kids like a quarter to come see us. We're telling everybody, get out. So they got out, and luckily Mark's parents weren't home. They took off to do have fun, kids. Just don't burn down the house. So here we were. Oh my gosh, we're gonna burn down the house.
Yeah, you
We
see,
got fans. We got fans and opened up all the windows and blew all the smoke out, and then took a spray and just sprayed the whole house to try to help
that's
clear
fun.
the smoke. We come back, didn't realize the thing went wrong. So
They had
See-
Huh.
what's that?
That was before Febreze.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Febreze. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Light
got,
bulb.
you got young girls that do lemonade stands. Young boys, they do Kiss concerts in their basement, and
Hey, Chris, tell me. So, Mad Dog, where'd Mad Dog come from?
I have no idea. I suppose just in school, kids, kind of just start. If you get a temper, or something, ooh, Mad Dog, you're mad. And my brother's more famous as the Mad Dog now because he used to race.
okay.
Oh.
He raced hobby stock and stock cars, and he was known as the Mad Dog out in the racetrack. So a lot of people, when I say Mad Dog, they're going, "Oh, that's your brother." I go, "Yeah, but I'm older, so I've been
Yeah.
here longer. I say I'm the Mad Dog. He's just a Mad Dog."
I mean, because you had 20/20 vision.
I thought he had rabies.
Mad Dog 20/20.
That tell you what, in the Amber Wave days,
Yeah.
20 was a staple in the bus there. And
Yeah.
Mark knows about that.
Yeah. Thank God Mark and I are sober. And
Right.
Then you got Chris and I.
Yeah.
say, so
see.
no matter
That's why
what
you
you guys did, we did it worse.
Put the sober people on, put the non-drinkers on top and us drinkers on the bottom here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Swing.
Hey, real quick before we go though, you both have an account for people that can't show up, but they want to help. They want to help. You both have an account at respectable banks that are in there. You guys want to talk about that? Mark, you first. Where's your account at?
Mine's at MBT in Forest City.
Okay, and
Now,
they
can they make a donation at multiple MBTs, or it's got to be at Forest City, Mark?
I'm not exactly sure.
I'm sure it's got to be there because they got Tammy set it up for us, and we had to go into the bank there and sign a piece of paper saying that we notarized and stuff. And mine's at Farmers Trust and Bank in Britt.
Okay, and just go in there and say, "Hey, I want to give to the benefit."
Sure.
Either
As
you
far as I
Chris,
know, I'm not sure how
say
that
your
works.
name and they know who you are. So obviously,
Yeah.
well, that's great, guys. This has been fun. I'm sorry about everything that's been going through, but
Yeah.
hey, you guys you look well, and you're on kind of the mend. But there's a lot of people that love you guys, including us here, and it's kind of like we're all brothers. We're all brothers.
That's good. Especially when it comes to music.
Yay! That's
Yeah.
right.
When it comes to music, nothing bonds people better than music.
Yeah, that's right.
Country music. Have you got to get to liking that yet?
No, these guys are going to be in rock.
Excuse me a second. Sorry.
I knew that was coming.
Well,
Most country, I just,
yeah.
but I don't know. I mean, there's a few songs, but very few. I like to stick with my hard rock. That really pumps my blood.
There you go. It's this Saturday, November 9th. It's going to be at Matt's Place in Garner. And I'll come on out for the whole day. You'll see a lot of friends and family there of these guys, and they're going to be there as well. So wish them well. If you still want to donate, you can get a hold of Tammy at Matt's Place or Brad. Brad will help out too. He's been great, and he's such a good guy too. That he helps out with all these things or whatever. He's been a good friend in the entertainment business as well. I don't even know what that guy does for a living. What's that?
Brad was the sound guy for Amberwave.
Oh, that's okay. Okay. Yeah.
Him and Mike Smith took turns. Like Brad went to school down in Atlanta for sound engineering. And while he was gone, a friend of Jeff Ross, Mike Smith took over.
All right. Good enough.
Yeah, all Jeff wanted was the drums to be louder.
Yeah, didn't you play drums?
Jeff taught me how to play drums.
He taught you how to play drums.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh.
Yeah, but can you play them as hard as he does?
Yeah. Well, back in the day.
Don't encourage that guy to play harder because
I know a lot of musicians in my life, and nobody hits a snare drum harder than Jeff Prohaska.
Wow.
Nobody hits any of the toms or anything. I hate. He'll start out soft, but once you get him going, and by the end of the night, I'm surprised those drum sets can actually still be standing because he's never poked a hole through the skins or.
So you're saying he doesn't need a road mic on there?
No,
not really. Yeah,
he used to break sticks. They're pretty easy to break though. I had to get the non-breakable ones and I broke one of those one time in band.
I'm just talking about the drum heads themselves. He doesn't poke a hole through them with the sticks, but he bust a lot of sticks back in the day too.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, we used to come see him in high school when he played band and we were playing basketball. When Don Hiscock was the original drummer in Amberwave, we'd come over and see Jeff, and so that's how we knew who he was.
Halftime pep bands at the Garner Hayfield versus Britt games. They set up down in one corner there. I think they play Roll Out the Barrel or something like that. And he'd just go to town on those drums doing drum solo. Yeah. And the whole crowd would just go nuts. And I think it was me that suggested to Tom when they talked about Don was going to go to college. And I said to Tom, we need to get that guy. We need to talk that guy to join Amberwave. And
Jeff was an Alter Ego at the time. So, rival bands with Amberwave and Alter Ego. So
Alter Ego.
It made sense to merge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, just to wrap things kind of up here, guys. What is there a Facebook page for this event or anything like that people can go to if they want to find out more information?
I believe.
Or is it just flyers that are out there?
is it Brothers at Heart? Is there a Facebook page? That's, I think.
There is a Facebook event page. I would think if you typed in Brothers at Heart, it would come right up.
That's
Okay.
what I was guessing
Right.
too.
All the information's right there. The phone numbers to get a hold of Tammy or Brad too, if you want to donate anything here before Saturday. It's kind of like the guys said, they're going to be getting things ready to go here on Thursday night. So should be a lot of fun for a good couple guys here that could use your help here. So
If you really don't care about us, at least come see Amber Wade, because
Yeah.
it's not very often it's not very often going to get these guys back together. And I want to do a quick shout out. Let's get them in the Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only going to cost you $0.25 to come in and watch them on Saturday night.
That's right. We're going to charge $0.25 at the door.
When do they start accepting light roadies? Light technicians.
The Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Is that what you're talking about?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I don't think I would qualify.
Okay. All right. Guys, thank you so much for
thank you,
coming
guys.
on here.
Gary and Jay, thank you.
Big
And-
thank you. And to everybody else too that's helping out with this and that's going to come. Really appreciate it. Really humbled. I know Mark is too. It's going to make me tear up here now. God dang it.
Yeah.
It's a little different. I mean, I can't imagine because Mark, you know, on the radio, you're doing this kind of thing for everybody else, and now here's something we're doing for you.
That's the other
never
trick.
I never thought that, you know,
Yeah.
you just don't think something
Yeah.
is going to happen.
Right.
You know, with heart issues, it's never going to end. Getting back to the story, the only way I can fix this is a heart transplant. So luckily there are things on the market, like I said, with this thing called Camzyos, just to get serious for a moment.
Mhm.
It's helping the symptoms, but this is something that I got to live with for the rest of my life. So I appreciate all the help. It is very humbling, and I want to thank you guys for having us on today. I know Chris feels the same way. So thank you.
Now with that Mark heart transplant, are you on a list of a possibility? No.
No, not right now. I think the cardiologist is happy as long as this is working. But the other caveat is I have to have frequent echocardiograms, and I have to, of course, see my cardiologist every year in Iowa City. So those things are going to be ongoing, and it's just the way it is.
Yeah, I guess I forgot to ask you that. How often are you seeing the cardiologist? Once a year, you just said. Is there any other doctors you got to see like once a month or?
Echocardiograms every 3 months
Okay.
in Mason City.
Okay.
So how far along does this got to go, Mark, before they put you on a list, or because it's up to them to do that, right? I mean, you can't just go, "Hey, put me on a list."
Yeah, we're not. Before this Camzyos came on the market, it looked like it was going to be just an eventuality. Now, this particular drug is on the market. It's very, very expensive. Luckily, knock on wood, my insurance covers a lion's share of it.
Yeah.
And there's going to be other similar kind of drugs, from what I'm hearing, that might make it so that you still have to have echoes, but maybe not as frequently. So we'll see what happens there. I'm encouraged by that. They're encouraged. So, keep praying. That's really it.
Yeah.
Really
Keep the faith, guys. Okay.
Thank you.
We'll
Thank
do
you
the
very
same.
I just got a message from Tammy. My T-shirt is in. Woohoo!
Oh, all right. Very nice.
I got your T-shirt here at the bar. I don't know if I dare answer. Sorry, I'm in the middle of something right now. So
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Brothers at Heart benefits Saturday, November 9th, Matt's Place in Garner. Go to the Facebook event page. If you need to look up Brothers at Heart, go for it right there as well. Guys,
How long-
thanks again.
What time? How long are you guys going to be there? Well, I know you're going to be there, but how long are you going to be there? Like all day or coming
I
at?
think the band plays till midnight. I don't know what time we're supposed. I don't want to be there all day. I'm sure Mark doesn't either, but I'm sure.
I don't know, 4 or 5 in the afternoon. We'll probably walk in.
That's why I plan on figuring to show up there before the band plays.
Oh, we're getting older, and you got the 4 p.m.
Right.
taco bar and nachos. That's the old people's time to
Yeah, eat that. I'll be ready for a nap and
Yeah.
take a little nap.
Combo bar.
Oh, look at the time. Oh, I gotta get to
Yeah.
bed.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. That's been your
Thank
Fox
you so much.
411 and Kiss Country Neighborhood News.